Giveth going forward. I also want to give major shout out to Jake and all the fundraising efforts that he does with me to make sure that everything is going to work out really nicely and we can get more projects in and get more work. Our time together so many days is really powerful. So I'll pass it over to Lauren.
Great. I want to praise Carlos because he's always making so many queries for me all the time. He's just like, take that stuff from the database. Here you go. Get that stuff from the database. Here you go. And it's so useful and helpful for all the comm stuff we're doing and outreach and figuring out projects, etc. I also want to praise Ashley for all the work and Nicola for all the work that they did verifying just like buttloads of projects in order to get them in the QF round and helping them with onboarding, reviewing updates, and then Ashley just like adding projects one by one into the round to make sure that we have as many projects and OP raising funds in the QF round as possible. It's amazing. And I want to praise Heather for her elegance and just kind of like maneuvering social situations and just like owning up to things. And she's just awesome. She's just such an open-hearted person. And we're so lucky to have her on the team. And I'll pass it to Jake.
Oh, yeah. I want to start with Kotabe. We're jamming. To think that jamming was a thing of the past. For putting the jam board together the other day for Gitcoin grants round 18 and 19. He did a really good job doing retroactive stuff. 2, I'm the DAP man. I want to praise our DAP man, Mitch. He's doing a lot. His eyes, his ears, his mouth are everywhere. And lastly is Danny Connect and Hands Connect. I don't have a song for you. I'm a little late. I'm sorry. I'll get you one next week. But you're doing really good stuff for Give Connect. Looking forward to that. And I will pass it to Nico.
Thank you so much. I'm Jake. I'm going to give my first praise to Freshelle for setting up Clockify, the new and improved Clockify for everyone, and also for doing everything with numbers, or magic with numbers, and also praise to Heather for being my accountability buddy about HR tasks that we're doing, and also spearheading the Dev Connect preparations. Also praise to Danny for that one. And I'm going to pass it to Serbi.
Thank you. I want to praise Almond for being a very amazing buddy. She is helping me on an everyday basis to help me learn more and more about Giveth ecosystems. I'm grateful for that. I want to praise Lauren for giving me a feedback on the latest social media content that I wrote. QS were very new to me, so again, that really helped me learn more. I want to praise Steve, who is not here on the call, but yeah, I mean, he's just amazing to work with. We have been collaborating since a while on different things, and I love working with him. And I want to pass it on to Ashley.
Oh man. Thanks, Serbi. I want to praise Jake for all of the support on like this endowment and Turkey Relief Partnership outreach and exploration that we've been doing, and Carlos as well for jumping in. I want to praise everybody who's been helping on this like outreach spreadsheet. So like Steve, Algene, I think Suga's been in there helping to reach out to people, and Nicola as well, to get all of the projects coming in for like, it's not just verifying them, but also doing all the outreach to get them to add updates and add OP addresses. And like, it's just been a great teamwork effort, and I would call it a success. We reached our cap. And I want to praise Maya for coming in after her traveling and like starting on a fresh foot with fresh energy and starting to contribute and taking initiative for this like Telegram group and everything. So it's really great to see that. And that's my 3. I will pass it on to, who do we got? How about Mo?
Hi everyone. Sorry, if it's possible, I would like to pass it to someone else because I just started to think about who I should actually praise. And if Griff, can you just pass it to someone else?
Sure. I'll pass it for you. Let's throw it over to Tossin.
I'll take it because he's in a fire alarm situation. I would like to praise Krati for joining this week. She is our new CTO. She's also known as Green Bee, and she's in this call. And we just had a great check-in call as well. I want to praise Mitch for all of his support in the background this week with hiring needs for Giveth, and I would also like to praise Almond as we just get to work more closely together, and it's been a lot of fun. And I will pass it over to Maye.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I think I would like to, praise in general both Nicola and Ashley because they have been like a lot of help during this week. They were kind of tough, and personally for me, these weeks were very, very tough, and I really thank them for the support that they gave me and the time and the space and the comprehension that was really, really important for me. So I'm happy to be back and 100% on into work. And I'll pass it to Sin can't speak. I don't know. Juan, maybe?
Sure, thanks. Okay.
It's me.
Oh, there's Juan. Oh, nice. Sorry.
I don't know which one, Juanca or me.
I think just one. I think you take it.
Okay, so I want to praise Juanca because you appear here. And Juanca is doing like great things. So I want to praise Juanca and Ashley because Ashley was helping me a lot with some projects I have onboarded. The last ones was Salvaterra and Alternum, and they just get verified. So I'm super excited, and thank you, Ashley, and thank you, Juanca. I have to pass to somebody, but I don't. Sorry. Okay, Juanca, go ahead.
Perfect.
Thank you, Juan. I would like to praise you for joining this amazing community. We are colleagues and we are friends and we are working all with the good intentions. I would like to praise also Grief and Septi for working out. That's good. And I would like to praise Ashley also for spending some time together and having fun. And I will pass it to Mitch.
Yeah, thanks. You don't see it, but I'm like scrambling to put up a forum post before my slide comes in the background. But I want to praise Lauren for all of the work she did, just like managing the QF round, getting it going, and pushing people to talk about it. And I can see that it's becoming really successful on Twitter. It's going viral. I want to praise Krati for taking some time to hang out with me, asking some very good questions about our repositories and just taking some initiative to get onboarded into Giveth. And lastly, who do I want to praise? I want to praise the DOPS crew. So like people who are just in the last meeting we had, Heather, Nicola, Nico, Frashel, just hammering out the next season proposal and just kind of going through lots of important stuff in DAOps. And I'll pass it on to Almond. I joined late. I'm sorry.
I joined late too, but you were right. So my first praise, it would be for Steve, just to always add and contribute with great suggestions and ideas to all the work that we have been doing in the cons chapter work group and marketing too. I want to praise Heather for all her support, inputs, regarding HR process, and I just want to praise Nico and Frashel for all the hard work with the new Clockify dashboard and just to keep all contributors aligned, trying to be more accountable with their time and costs. And I don't know who to pass it to. Oh no, should I just guess? Well, I don't know if we have time.
Always the best. Gamble.
Okay, I will pass it to Lauren. You already went?
Oh no, Lauren did
no.
go. But so you had your chance, but let's throw it over to Mo because I know Mo was thinking about his praise.
Thanks. Okay, so first I want to praise Marco for hiring new designer. It's really needed, and we are finally getting there. Also, I want to praise Mitch for helping and answering all my questions regarding the multisig. Also, I want to praise Tosin for working on the recurring donation and create the best flow possible. And actually, I shared my art praises on the channel, and I will. I don't know who I should gamble on. Am I the last one, Griff?
No.
Okay, so I pass it to Nico.
Oh no, Nico went. It was a good try though. How about Craddy? This is probably the first time I think we've seen Craddy have a chance to give praise. So, Craddy, you have any praise to dish?
Yeah, a lot, to be honest. I think, hi everyone, GM. I want to praise Nico for onboarding me with all the processes in here, and praise to Heather for helping me with almost everything, including the check-in on how it's going. This is my 4th day, and then I'm understanding how things work here and who all team members are working on what. I want to praise Griff. I have been chatting with him about a few doubts I had, and he really helped me understand those few things. So thanks, Griff. I want to praise Monique. I think Monique is not here. Monique gave me context on product. Mitch, also, I want to praise Mitch for spending some time with me and explaining me a lot of important context from Giveth and what's the future roadmap that we are supposed to work on, what blockers are there. Also sharing the GitHub repos. I think this is it. I would like to pass it on to
No, I'll take it actually because we tried to stop it at 15 minutes, but I wanted you to get a chance. So it was fun. And I think now we can start the regular program. Sorry, Chair and Marcia and all the people who didn't get to dish praise. We ran out of time, but come next week and we'll make sure you get to dish some praise. This was praise. So praise is not just a fun thing that we do to like understand what's going on in every corner of the universe, of the Giveth galaxy, I mean. But we also use it to distribute give tokens, but only when it's written down. So I saw one, you actually tried to dish some praise in the chat. If you got to do /activate, and then you can add your address in it. And that actually allows you to receive praise and receive give tokens. So we can connect your address to your Discord. And then after that, then you can actually do /praise and start dishing praise. And when you dish praise, this is the craziest thing. You're actually sending give tokens to the people you're praising. You don't know how much or any of that, but all those praises will get collected, quantified, and actually we will distribute give tokens to the people who are being expressed gratitude for. So it's always a fun game, and it's always a great way to get the vibes rolling. So let's go straight into it. Community call 183. There's a bunch of announcements. The most obvious one is that we are running a quadra funding round. We have 11 days left, so make sure to get your donations in. A $1 donation can create thousands of dollars of matching, which is crazy. Probably only hundreds, though. Let's be real. But it's really cool, really fun, and there's well over 100 products raising funds very actively on Giveth right now. So it's super cool. And it's all happening on Optimism. And major shout out our sponsors, Octant, Public Nouns, Aaron, and Aragon, who put out the money to make this happen. We couldn't have done this without you guys. So upcoming events, there's more. Give Connect is coming. So if you're coming to Istanbul with us, or even if you're not, please fill out this form. Just tell us what's going on. Get us the most updated information. Also, we're still actively fundraising for the Moroccan earthquake and the floods in Libya. If you know any projects that are on the ground there, please tell us about them so that we can get them some of this funding. We really want to find good projects. We're collecting the funds, but then we got to distribute it to someone. And if you know real projects on the ground, we'd love to talk to them about it. And also, for fundraising for ourselves, one of the biggest things that has ever funded Giveth is Optimism's Retro PGF. And there's a upcoming round very soon. We got to put in our application for it in the next 11 days. So we're trying to pad the stats in all the projects in the Giveth Galaxy. I'll be just straight with you. The more engagement we get on this Retro PGF Twitter account, the better we'll do. So follow this Retro PGF Twitter account. Go to mint your regen score, which you'll get to hear about at the end of this call. You could try to create a DAO on Optimism, and soon actually Common Stack is going to have, and Sem is working on it right now, launching it, making it easy for any project to launch their own augmented bonding curve on Optimism. So that'll be really cool. And praise is also happening in the Optimism Discord. So if you know anyone in Optimism that deserves some praise, oh man, it'd be huge to go into the Optimism Discord, activate, and then go dish them praise. So that they can feel that gratitude, and also praise can hopefully get a little bump in Retro PGF. So thank you guys. And now we can just start the show. We'll throw it over to Almond to talk about comms.
Thanks, Grief. So on the comms side of things, I wanted to share the next Twitter Spaces, X Spaces that we will be having regarding Optimism QF round. So this is very important. I know that some projects have been asking to some of you about these. So here's the links. If you want to listen to the first one that already happened with Richie's, Lauren, and Griff, there's the link too, just to play it while you're doing some work, maybe. And then the next ones are going to be 30 minutes for shilling space for projects that want to share their projects. And the first 30 minutes, we will cover some things regarding Optimism, our efforts for Retro PGF, how to maximize your impact with the QF Optimism round. So those are great opportunities to just go ahead and share. Then also super important, we still need your support. So we are hoping to get a 125 projects cap for QF Optimism round. So if someone asks you, they can still get in. So remember, we need to get the 125 project cap. And also we still need more verified projects with the P address. So keep pushing. Then in progress, very soon, we will have more Giveth infographics, more project owners being featured in our social, more Giveth 101 content, and improved homepage that Surbi and Suga have been working on will be coming up soon. And our Polygon QF round, we will basically rebrand our QF round when the Optimism round ends with Polygon logos, so that is also exciting. And yeah, I will pass it to Comunitas.
Yeah, we have been doing some special AMAs recently, helping people focus on getting involved in the Optimism round, whether they were projects, and now that the round is going, like donors as well. If you need help setting up your passport, anything like that to participate in this QF round, please join us at the AMA and we'll put some priority towards that. However, if you have any other questions about Giveth or want to just learn some more, and you can always join us. We'll answer your questions regardless. And then Tuesday the 17th will be our next community building call, bi-weekly working group sync. So if you want to get involved in community building, that's the place to do that. Then we've got some updates. The ambassador program is wrapping up. The ambassadors are finishing up their graduation videos and beginning to onboard projects and donors. We're going to have a little sync session on Monday just to kind of like wrap things up, but the project onboarding will continue. So far, we've got 5 verified projects onboarded by ambassadors and 3 more in the works. Juan in this call has been like an amazing ambassador, so major praise to Juan getting so many projects onboarded and verified. And Meet the Makers. Just so you guys know, Meet the Makers happens every first Wednesday every month. So just in case, guys, I thought that maybe there was some confusion. It has been changing a lot, but every first Wednesday you can come join us and see the newly verified projects, hear their stories, see what they're up to, and learn about all the cool projects that are on Giveth. It gives them an opportunity to feature their projects. You can catch us on the YouTube channel or in Discord. It's streaming on Twitter, on LinkedIn, in Facebook. Meet the Makers is streaming everywhere. Also, so if you miss it at that time, you can also look at the recording on YouTube and still learn about all the great projects that are getting added to Giveth. So this is a big effort. If you're on the team and tweeting about projects, please use the hashtag Giveth Makers so we can start to create more of a viral campaign around this movement and do some storytelling. There's also a link where you can look at the last episode in October. We're just evolving this more and more all the time, and so planning for the November edition is in progress. Nicola's going to be on vacation, so Serbi will be leading the initiative on this one, and that's really exciting to have some new perspectives, some new energy in there. So thanks, Serbi, for taking that on. And every other Tuesday we meet for retrospectives and planning. So if you want to get involved, that's the place to do that. As a working group, we're wrapping up our season 1 working group proposal. I'll admit we're probably a little behind on this one due to like just QF stuff has been taking up most of my bandwidth recently, but I'm reviewing the budget info and getting some great inspiration from the DAO Ops group, so that's awesome. Thanks, Mitch, for that. And yeah, we just made, I think today, Giantkin with the Telegram group is now open. People can send messages in there. They've got it secured with bots. So we are reactivating that Telegram group. If you're not in it, you can join us there with that link. So lots of really cool stuff happening in community. And obviously we need more community spotlights. I'll talk with Marcia and get you scheduled and for a community spotlight. But if there's any other great communities out there that you can think of to invite for a community spotlight, please add them to our spreadsheet up there. Yeah, and that's what I've got for this week for Communitas. So come join us for Meet the Makers, and I will pass it over to Dap.
And really quick, Ashley, you said that we actually don't have space for more projects to apply.
Nope, we reached our cap this morning.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. But
Okay,
we have 125 great projects.
Nice.
And we'll have more.
Nice.
We'll have more.
Well,
stick around, get verified now, and then you'll be ready for the next one.
True story. Okay, well, I'll throw it over to Mitch for the DAP.
Yeah, DAP. So DAP working group, we got a couple meetings that happen. We got one that happens bi-weekly. It's a DAP working group call, happens Tuesdays, 8 a.m. Mexico. So I think that'll be next Tuesday. The 17th is our next one. And then we also have a weekly development call just for like grooming and sprint planning. Okay. And that happens Mondays at 8:30 in the morning, Mexico time as well. Next slide, Griff. Some updates here. Yeah, I made literally in the last 30 seconds, I made that meme. So I'm glad that somebody laughed. What have we been up to? What's happening? Super fluid. We are ready to build it. The designs are done. Tossin's just working on some of the stuff around how we're going to be using Allo protocol. But basically ready to go. Just got to finish everything else up and then we can start on it. Multisig Mo worked on the designs for that. So just informing the user that if they're connecting from a Gnosis safe, like what's going on here, what do they have to do? And then once that's done, Mateo and Carlos just driving home. WagMe and Web3Model has been causing us huge headaches. So allowing people to use the dApp seamlessly on their phone, from different wallets, from mobile, from desktop to phone to phone. It's kind of a little bit crazy. And unfortunately, some of the tech is not stable yet. So we had to cut the scope to just MetaMask, push it, and then keep working on making sure the rest of the wallets work piece by piece. So, and then after that, Sotheby and Marco are working on the homepage improvements. I believe Marco's working on the final designs, and Sotheby's in there commenting and guiding. Monique is on the ETC, Ether Classic integration. The backend's almost finished. Mohammed's getting the token prices. And I believe Mo Shahab was helping us get up a subgraph node for Ether Classic. Yes, to your answer, Griff, it does work on mobile. Like from Chrome, you can connect to your MetaMask app on your phone. You don't have to use the MetaMask browser per se. So yeah, the ETC is coming along good. Cherek's improving the project navigation, so you can, shopping for projects can feel like you're on Amazon. Just like search in, go back, check some new stuff out, save your queries. You don't lose everything every time you go back to the all projects page, and so just having a more fluid experience there. And lastly, I think the Glow token is already added or it's on staging. So allowing people to donate using the Glow stable token and getting givebacks for it as well. So I think that's almost done, if not already done. Oh, we got to turn off our cameras because Ivy can't join. Oops. Bye.
Oh no. Okay, so everyone turn off your cameras.
And then my meme just, talking about WagMe and the struggles. WagMe, more like NGMI. Anyway, I'll pass it on to Lauren for QF and Give Economy.
Funny meme, Mitch. QF and Give Economy. Yeah, we got meetings. They are happening on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. CET. As you've already heard and are probably excited about and are probably donating in, our QF round is live. It goes until October 23rd, and apparently we just hit our cap of projects. I was looked at it this morning. It was 124. Apparently now it's 125. So we've got 125 awesome verified projects raising funds on Optimism with 25,000 DAI of matching funds. So please donate with quadratic funding. Even if you just donate a little, your donation can get matched with a lot more, so it can have a big impact. So excited that we got that live, up and running. Also, we are, just recently, also on Tuesday, Idris launched this awesome Twitter donation integration thing. So you can actually donate directly through Twitter or X to projects, and a lot of the projects who are participating in our Optimism QF round have this set up. So it's like if you go to their Twitter handle and you donate on Optimism to their project, it'll actually if you have your Gitcoin password, it'll actually count towards matching funds. So that donation actually counts as part of the round. It's a super awesome thing that they kind of created here. And if you're a project owner and you're like, wait, what? Mine's not showing on Optimism, blah blah. Please fill out this very short type form where you just put your project link and your Twitter handle, and then we can give any missing Twitter handles to Idris so that they can set it up for your project as well. Ahmed also mentioned Polygon round is coming up hot on the tails of the Optimism round. Polygon is going to have a matching pool of $100,000. I don't really know if it's going to be in Matic or if it's going to be in a stablecoin, but $100,000 of matching funds going to projects that are building on Polygon. So stay tuned, because they're going to be collecting information and onboarding projects. And it's basically like anybody who is adding value to the Polygon ecosystem. Doesn't need to be like a software related project or a dev related project necessarily. It could be just like creators or marketers who are adding value to the Polygon ecosystem. So stay tuned for that coming up. The link is just right now to just our forum post, but that's because there's nothing yet available. But by October 31st, you'll be able to apply for the Polygon round, and we'll start running it probably like second or third week of November. Also, yeah, in the Give Economy Working Group, we got a couple of forum posts coming your way that aren't up. The question of should we have verified and give backs as two separate things? That one's coming up soon, and also we're going to be extending the Give Power rewards. Haven't made any progress on that since last week, but that's all we got for the QF Working Group. Biggest major thing, donate on Optimism in the QF round, giveth.io/QF, and it'll really help the projects and it'll really help us as well. So I'll pass it on now to the Design Working Group.
Mo, Tossin, I don't know who's taking this one. Mo, are you there?
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
I hear you now.
No. Oh, okay. Sorry. Thanks, Jordan. Okay, so this week on the design group, we basically finished two tasks. The Superfluid integration is actually done, as Mitch mentioned. Just doing some final touch and also preparing to hand over to developers. The multisig is also done, and it's actually ready for the development. The homepage improvement is actually still ongoing, and Marco is taking the lead on that task, and we are actually trying to finish the homepage improvement sooner. And that's all from the design group. I pass it back to you, Griff.
Nice, and I'm going to sling it back to Mitch for the other working group that he runs, DAO Ops.
Oh, DAO Ops. Wow. We got some spice here. DAO Ops, we just had a call. We just had our bi-weekly call before the community call. So that happens bi-weekly, Thursdays, 8 a.m. Costa Rica / Mexico. And we also have a weekly governance call that starts at 9 a.m. Mexico. Every other week, it's an hour long. Sometimes it's half an hour because we have a stewards call as well that happens bi-weekly. But we got some updates in the DAO Ops. Some notables. Q2 vesting is out. There's a new Clockify workspace. We're on the paid plan now, so we have all these cool features. Looks like we resolved a lot of the things around mandatory Clockify, et cetera, et cetera. So that new workspace is active, and you can start using it right away. Hopefully it's a lot simpler for people to use, and we're going to be focusing now on putting out like more instructional content so people don't feel so lost using it. Offboarding guidelines, another spicy one. I think the draft is pretty much done. Heather just wants to take another look at it, and then we'll be posting that to the forum, hopefully to give some guidance to working group and chapter leads in Giveth on how to offboard people, which is always a tricky one, but we try. Forum posts, Q3 RGive distribution. Sorry, I'm not sorry. It's a flippin' mess. This new Optimism DAO doesn't actually show you who created the votes to mint more tokens. So it's kind of a fiasco. I'm trying to work with Gabby from One Hive to fix it, but Gabby just went on vacation for 10 days. So there it is. But hopefully this is the last time we'll have to use Aragon DAO and we might move to something else. Spoiler, not really. But anyway, another thing here, Griff, if you can go back to the whatever it's called there, the slides. Give Connect in Istanbul. Again, that's coming up in a few weeks. Danny's taken on posting transparency, keeping us up to date, where you need to figure out the cost, the reimbursements, everything, blah, blah, blah. PSA, if we don't say it, make sure you get your Turkish visa, okay? You need to pay for it. It's about $60. Don't forget it. Last thing here is the DAO Ops Season 2 proposal, which I was putting up madly while y'all were dishing praise. So this is our Season 2 proposal. Kind of outlining like what we did, what we failed to deliver, what's still like pending or outstanding that we've started working on from what we said we would do in Season 1. We tried our best using the Clockify and spreadsheet data to outline how much we spent, including the fundraising services and all that from General Magic and Giveth. Some of the wins from fundraising there. And then the last section is, what are we going to do for next season? And how much are we proposing to spend?